recommend you get a buffing block, these cool little things, and just buff the heck out of right where your cuticle meets. So you'll probably end up buffing your whole nail in the process, but you really want to make sure that there's no skin at all whatsoever. So it looks like, I promise, it looks like there's nothing there, but there's a little bit of skin. So if you don't want to do any of that, then when you apply your wrap, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you apply the wrap, you know, a little bit above. So it looks like basically that your wrap has grown out a little bit, even though you just applied it, to make sure that it's not going to be on any of that skin at all. When you do apply the wraps, you want to make sure that they're definitely smaller than bigger, because if they're too big and they end up being on skin anywhere, the natural oils in your skin are going to just seep under that wrap, and it's going to cause it to lift. So besides the fact that wraps aren't going to stay on your skin, so again, even if you have that invisible cuticle, just the natural oils are going to get on the skin that you think's not there, and it's going to cause that wrap to lift. So if you have lifting anywhere around basically where your skin meets, it's because the wrap is either too big or you have that invisible cuticle and you need to remove it. So my favorite way to remove my invisible cuticle, and since I keep up with my nails, I only do it, I don't know, maybe once every 2 months or something for my daughter, because kids just naturally have that invisible cuticle. I will pretty much use it on her every time I put the wraps on. So I'll put this on, cuticle remover, and let it sit for a few minutes. And then this awesome tool has like, it's a rough edge. It's almost kind of like a little blade. And I will just sit and I will scrape all of that skin off. And you'll see it and you'll be amazed at, holy cow, you had no idea that there was not that much skin there. If you don't have that, then basically you're going to use anything that's, you know, pretty hard. So the rubber cuticle pushers aren't hard enough to push that cuticle back, so use the other end, or you're going to use an orange wood stick. Here we go. So it's just made out of orange wood, which is why they're called that. So one end has the flat piece and then one end has the pointy piece. This pointy side is actually to help you get any dirt out from underneath of your nail, and then this flat side is to help you push your cuticles back. So get that really good. Know that it should take you a little bit longer to prep your nails. So wash your hands really good. If you have naturally oily skin, then you want to use like a dish detergent that helps with like grease and oil. Use that, and then cuticle remover or a buffing block. Okay, so I've washed my hands, I've used a cuticle remover and a buffing block. If you use a cuticle remover, you need to go back, wash your hands again. After that, you are going to use alcohol. These little things that come in the application kit are awesome because they are basically alcohol wipes, but they're giant. So they're soaking wet. So they're these giant wipes and they're going to do your whole hand. If you don't have these or don't want to invest in them, that's totally fine. Just get yourself a cotton ball and soak the heck out of it. So you almost want it to where it's like dripping. That's how wet you want it with alcohol. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to rub the alcohol really, really good on all of your nails. So I'll rub all my nails down with alcohol. I have naturally oily skin, so I have naturally oily nails. So what I do is I just got done wiping them all down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start applying my wraps. So I picked this one, and I know that this one is going to fit my pinky. It's not going to touch any skin on either side. I'm going to use my tweezers to take it off. So I have the whole wrap on tweezers. I'm not touching it with my fingers. And I'm going to put the curved end to the curved end on my fingernail. So again, you want it as close to your cuticle, but without touching any skin at all. I have to put it down. So this is how I look. Then I take my scissors and I'm going to cut it as close to my nail as I can without cutting my nail. If I have really curvy nails, or you have a customer that has really curvy nails, what you want to do is you want to leave just a little bit overhang on that so you can basically grab it. So now I have it. Check it out. It's just laying flat on top of my nail. My Jamberry heater, I can use my hair dryer, but that thing blows around and it's just annoying. So the Jamberry nail heater is the bomb, and it is worth every penny. If you're going to do more than one manicure, buy it. Okay, so I have this laying flat on my nail. I'm going to heat it up for about 3 seconds, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do this in there and show you. I push down the center and then down the sides. Okay, if I don't have this, I just push down the center and then down the sides with my finger. And then I'm going to rest my hand on a table because you really can't do it holding up. Use your orange wood stick and you're going to do the same thing. Push down the center and sides, or if you have one of these, use your purple pusher. Press down the center and then down the sides, okay? So I have it all over my nail, but I have the little hanging piece. So now what I'm going to do is, typically when I do mine, I just sit here and I will clip the end. But since I have the gel and I don't want to trim my nails, I'm going to file them. So when you file, you're going to file straight down. If you go up and down, that natural up and down movement, the up is going to make your wrap lift up. So make sure you're always going straight down. And if you feel that you can't get the edge of the wrap off with filing, then you need a new nail file. I like the glass nail files a lot. Okay, so there you go. Pretty good application, but I gotta heat it one more time. So 1, 2, maybe even 3, and I'm going to put my hand down so I can get, you're not gonna hurt yourself or the wrap. So you wanna push down the center and down the sides pretty hard. Okay, and then this time on the second time, while I have it down, I make sure that I push down on the tip. Okay, that's it, I'm done. I don't want to put anything else on top unless it is a clear gel coat. Okay, so your wraps can go on top of gel or they can go under a gel. You do not want to use like a clear nail polish because it'll, I don't know, make it sparkle more, or you think it's going to seal your wrap. It's not going to seal your wrap. That clear nail polish is actually going to just start to peel off of the vinyl nail wrap. So there's no reason to do this. This is done. This should last me a minimum of 10 days. Actually, since it's on gel, I'm going to say that it's going to last me longer than 14. So when it's on your natural nail, just depending on your body chemistry and all, it's going to change. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know. If you have any questions, just let me know. The other thing I want to let you know is for removal. Don't peel them off because you're going to damage your nail. I mean, think about it. These are made to last 2 weeks, and if you just pull them off your nail, it's going to pull off that top layer. Even if you put a band-aid on your nail, it's going to pull off the top layer. So just don't feel like you need to do that. If you find that you used all of my tips and it's still not working, you can get what they call is a baggie and do the baggie method. And you basically take a baggie and you get it really tight, wrap it around, squeeze it tight. You can YouTube baggie method and see how they do it. And basically what that does is it leaves that wrap to go down and then you heat it again. Okay. we have wraps that have several different finishes. The easiest ones to apply are just the regular glossy finish and the matte, which has no shine. The ones in between, like the satin, I have found that they're more difficult to apply, and they're a little more particular on how much heat you give them. So the satin wraps are really like you're barely heating them. So no more than 2 seconds. I even apply mine cold, do what I can, get them on my nail, and then warm them really quick. So I noticed if I heat them too long, they just start to peel off. So they're kind of finicky. So I suggest that you try to use matte or the regular glossy finish first to get your application down like a pro, and then try some of the other finishes on the wraps. Same thing with your customers, or if you are a customer, same thing for you. So if you feel like you're having trouble with the glitter wraps or the satin ones, switch and try the glossy or the matte. They help a lot. Back to putting something on top. So the only thing that you want to put on top is the clear gel. And that's a whole separate video, and I'll do that another time later. Again, let me know if you have any questions or if I didn't address something, and be sure, please, I beg that if your wraps are not lasting, let me know, because I can most likely figure out what the cause is and help you fix it. So don't feel like you're on your own. Don't feel like you're bugging me or anybody else. Make sure you contact me, please, and let me know that they're just not working out for you, or they're not lasting, or it's frustrating you, whatever, so I can help solve the problem. Thanks, everyone.